And we are with the first winner of the history of Jaguar I-PACE eTROPHY, Simon Evans, and this family name, we hear something in Jaguar too.
Yeah, so my little brother Mitch races in Panasonic Jaguar Racing, and I'm doing the I-PACE eTROPHY, and it's such a really good series. Really, the car's really even, they're really nice to drive, and this weekend, we got lots of conditions in terms of dry, rain in the desert, and even the track then was pretty wet still, throughout the race, so it made it quite tough.
And it has been very complicated the day with the problems with the raining, and you can't make a test, and you have to make a race directly without any test here.
Yeah, I mean, I think this is probably the last track that we expected to get rain at, so it made it difficult not to know what the track was going to be, so that's why we did those safety car laps at the start, so it was fair for everyone to go out there, and I think also it was good from a safety standpoint, but yeah, it was, so it wasn't a typical day, but you still had to put your head down, focus on the job at hand, and luckily I managed to do that.
What you can say about the car?
The car is really nice. It's actually very balanced because obviously the weight of the car, okay, it's heavy battery, but it runs the whole length of the car, so you're not heavy at one end or the other. So it creates a nice balance. The torque of is really nice. See, these cars have got the motor at the front and the rear, so it drives like a four-wheel drive car. But yeah, it's very smooth. You have to be very precise on the steering wheel. And yeah, so I think if you do that and look after the tyre, because you're not running a slick tyre, you're running on a road tyre as well, you can find some speed.
You can touch very few things in the car. The championship is a monomark. You can touch just something small in suspension and other few things. After the test of Rockingham, you suppose that you arrive to understand completely how function all, or you think that you have to see more things?
I think it's good. We learned a lot at the tests. I think it's going to be a lot. Depends on the track. At the Stowe test, the tyres I felt lasted really well. Rockingham they didn't, and that's probably just the different surfaces that you go to around. Here the Michelin held up really well. So it's going to be a case by case depending on setup, and you're going to have to figure that out all in practice before you get to the race. So it's probably a little bit offset because of the rain today, but it's not so bad.
In any case, you rest in the history. You are the first winner of the first race.
Yeah, to start from pole, get the pole off the practice time, and then to get the very first race win is very special. It's a great series. Jaguar put on a fan. All the cars are very even. You see that there. The three of us, Brian and Sergio and myself, we were very, very close. There wasn't much in it, so that just shows that they've done a very good job of the car.
Congratulations, and see you in the next race.
Thank you very much. Cheers.